When has someone refused to take no for an answer? I was at the airport gate waiting for my delayed flight when they announced they needed volunteers to give up their seats for an overbooked flight. The compensation was $800 plus a hotel voucher. This businessman in an expensive suit storms over and taps my shoulder. Hey, you should volunteer. I have $1 million deal closing tomorrow. I politely told him I had an important interview and couldn't give up my seat. His face turned red. Do you know who I am? I fly first class every week. You look like you could use that $800 more than I need this hassle. I said no again and put my headphones back on, but he wouldn't let it go. He sits down right next to me. Listen, I'm trying to be nice here. That interview can be rescheduled. My deal can't. I told him he didn't know anything about my situation and asked him to leave me alone. He laughs and pulls out his phone. What company? I probably know the CEO. I can make one call and get you a better position. I ignored him completely and moved to a different seat across the gate area. He actually follows me and sits down again. You're making this harder than it needs to be. I'm offering to help you out here. Other passengers started noticing this guy literally following me around the gate area. He starts talking loudly to anyone who'll listen. Can you believe this? I offered to compensate him personally and he's being completely unreasonable. A woman with kids nearby asked him to keep it down because he was being disruptive. He turns to her and says, "Ma'am, I'm trying to solve a problem here." Then he goes back to the gate agent and I hear him say, "That guy over there refuses to volunteer. Can't you just bump him instead?" The gate agent explains that's not how it works and they need actual volunteers. He storms back over to me with this entitled smirk. Fine. The gate agent suggested I negotiate directly with passengers. I told him the gate agent definitely didn't say that and he was lying. His voice gets even louder. I've been flying for 20 years and I've never met someone so stubborn. Now half the gate is watching this spectacle he's creating. He pulls out his business card and waves it around. "I'm a senior partner at Donaldson & Associates. Look it up." Nobody cared about his business card, but he kept waving it anyway. Then he starts approaching other passengers asking if they'll volunteer and pointing at me saying, "He won't do it, so maybe you will." This college kid tells him, "Dude, leave him alone. You volunteer if it's so important." He snaps back, "I'm in first class. They can't bump me. It has to be someone from economy." The college kid laughs and says, "Then deal with it like everyone else." He's getting more aggressive now, pacing around the gate area and complaining loudly to anyone who'll make eye contact. Then he pulls out his wallet. "Fine, I'll give you 1,000 cash right now. Just take the voucher." I told him his money couldn't buy my seat and he was being incredibly rude. He starts counting out $100 bills right there in front of everyone. $1,500, final offer. People are now openly staring. He comes back to me looking desperate. $2,000. That's more than you probably make in a month. I stood up and told him he was being incredibly disrespectful and needed to stop harassing me. That's when this elderly woman across from us looked up from her book and said, "Sir, if your deal is so important, maybe you should have booked your flight earlier instead of harassing strangers." His face went bright red and he started stammering, "This is unbelievable. I'm reporting all of you." He stormed off to harass the gate agent one final time, demanding to speak to a supervisor. When the supervisor arrived, he started screaming about how incompetent everyone was and how he was going to get people fired. The supervisor calmly asked him to lower his voice, but he got even louder, jabbing his finger in her face. That's when she said, "Sir, I'm going to need you to step back and calm down or I'll have to call security." He laughed in her face. "Call security? Do you know how much money I spend with this airline?" She picked up her radio without breaking eye contact. "Security to gate 12, please. This is ridiculous. I'm missing my flight because of one stubborn guy who wouldn't take free money." The security officer firmly guided him toward the exit. "Sir, you're no longer welcome at this gate.